I think until the day I die, I'll always think about this scene when I think about Wing Chun and karate. But today we're going to talk about the similarities of those two styles and also two key principles that I kind of pieced out that we can use as a way to study karate through Wing Chun. So the first thing is tension and release. So what I mean by that is Wing Chun is great at touch sensitivity, which I always strive to develop. Touch sensitivity to me is the ability to feel where your opponent is going based on the energy that they give you. And energy is just a fancy way to say the tension that they give you, where they're pushing, you should be able to feel in what direction that's going, in what direction that's pushing into you, and also in what direction you can take it. So you can redirect it, you can push against it, you can move it around, you can circle around it, you can push it up, push it down, push it to the side. And Wing Chun is really good at developing the sensitivity to do that right at the moment of impact, right at the moment of connection. So I have some examples here that you can look at, and I'm going to relate it back to the karate katas that I know. So I'm always talking about creating drills that are more alive. So with Wing Chun, they started in this sticky hands type thing, and that's kind of like their way to start in the clinch. And this guy here, he talks about going for the arm drag from here. So clearing the limb out of the way for the arm drag, trying to go for a takedown that looks a lot like the Yamatsuki from Basai. What's cool is after that, he says, what if the guy counters and he changes the angle and actually does the next movement in Basai as well. The second thing I would relate Wing Chun and karate with is the idea of two hands employed, or in Okinawan karate is called meotode, the husband and wife hand. Very rarely do you see in Wing Chun one person pulling the hand back to the waist and punching with the other hand. Both hands are always doing something. Either you're trapping, you're redirecting, you're either trying to intercept and bridge the gap between you and your opponent with your limbs, and then doing an action at the same time. So either striking, blocking, etc. So it's always one in, one out. It's always both hands at the same time. And you'll see this all the time in karate as well, especially when you're thinking about intercepting a strike or going for takedowns. Both hands have to do something, and both hands have to work in sync with each other. It's very rarely do you have a static arm at your waist or a static arm just up on guard. The hand is always grabbed onto something and pulling or pushing. So those are the two things that I would say relate karate and Wing Chun. If you like this type of content, go to karatebreakdown.com. I have a huge database of videos that I'm trying to grow weekly. I also just released some shirts, so check out our shop there. I think you'll find some stuff you like. And of course, if you haven't liked and subscribed to this channel, do so. My goal is to try to bring back practical karate, and I show karate breakdowns and relate them to real life, right? So we show the katas, the forms, and try to show some application to that, because it's not just a dance, it's a martial art for life and death, for self-defense.